von mir erwartet ihr nur Spaß und schönen Schein. Es ist nicht leicht.
Don't stop, pop that pussy.
Buenos dias, guys, and welcome back to a new video here on my channel, Majo Martinez Official. I'm sitting here in my garden, enjoying a little mate, and it's time for some real talk, guys. It's time for some real talk. Today I'm going to talk about the difference between traveling with 18 and traveling with 26. I got 8 years of experience of traveling different stuff, internships, backpacking, volunteering, just from hostel to hostel, visiting friends, sleeping at airports, everything. I did all of that already. So today I'm gonna tell you why you should travel as early as possible, guys, in this video. So guys, firstly, the first reason why you should start traveling with 18 is because you should not postpone things. You should never postpone things. If you can't do them today, you should never postpone them, right? That's like a saying in German, and you should definitely stick to it. I can only recommend you guys with 18, after finishing school, you are like on top of the world. You are like eager to learn new stuff. You want to explore the world, or you should want that, at least in my opinion. So the first step that you have to do with 18 is definitely like just book a flight or apply for volunteering, apply for different stuff. There's so many ways to go abroad. We are so privileged in Europe, especially in Germany. We're so privileged, guys. You can earn some money before you leave and actually live a great life abroad, like enjoying the sun, like here me now in Argentina. So Prost. I'm here sitting with Maradona and with, of course, our guy Lionel Messi. So guys, with 18, when I was 18, I started to go abroad, and I lived in St. Petersburg for 1 year, volunteering in a school where I worked with disabled children, improving my Russian, and also like getting out of my comfort zone directly. That was always my first goal. So this is already the first reason. Leave your comfort zone. And in most cases, you had like a great childhood, living a life without any problems in a country where you have actually anything that you could have to live a fortunate life. So guys, you have to escape that and get to know the real world. Because our problems in Germany are not nearly as close to the problems that people face in South America, Africa, Southeast Asia, wherever it is. So, and it also doesn't matter where you go at all, guys. You can go to Poland, to Papua New Guinea, you can go to Nicaragua, Cuba. There's so many different countries in this world, and it's absolutely lovely to meet people from those countries. You make lifelong friends, which is already the first one. Because if you go with 18, the beautiful thing about friendships that you develop in such a young age is that you don't expect anything from anybody. There's nothing expected besides sharing a great time and sharing this experience together. You're all sitting in the same boat. You want to have a good life. You want to experience the world. You want to make new friends. You want to learn a language, get to know new cultures, see the most beautiful parts of this world, guys. There's so many reasons why you should start traveling with 18. You're full of energy. All of those partyings, the drinking, the friends you make, the intense experiences that you have abroad are nothing compared, obviously, to like what life can offer, you know, like in your hometown, and what they can do in other countries. Like if you are in a huge city like me in St. Petersburg with 18, or let's say Madrid or whatever, Cape Town in South Africa, Brisbane, Sydney, whatever, Australia. There's so many beautiful countries, and you can choose. You can even choose where you want to go. There's nobody's telling you where to go. So you can learn how to be independent firstly with 18. You can learn how to cook, how to navigate yourself, how to learn social skills, because those social skills, those soft skills are worth so much. Something they're worth so much you can't express it in money, guys. So definitely I can only recommend you guys to leave as early as you can, to learn all of that skills as early as possible, because they will help you in your life, in your working life, in your career, in family, in relations, in all of that. So definitely make sure, guys, that you can leave your hometown as early as possible. Leave the comfort zone. It's life. So life begins where the comfort zone ends. That's a really famous saying that I would always tell you guys that it's completely true. Anybody who traveled for a longer period of time would definitely confirm that. So I can sit here now with 26 and I have a completely different experience that I have right now than I have with 18. Like with 18, you are full of that energy, and you go out more. You can sleep on buses for days and you wouldn't care. Your body wouldn't be tired, your body wouldn't be aching, your body wouldn't be like, would not let you notice how much of an effort it actually is sometimes, you know. So that's definitely a big thing. And also, like, if you learn to manage living with like not a lot of money, this is gonna be a huge skill as well. You don't need a lot to be living somewhere. Like, I travel now for a year with one backpack of 40 liters, and it's completely enough. I don't need anything. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I have too much things. So that's definitely a skill that you can learn as well. Like, minimalism is a huge factor in here that you should learn also from a really, very early age, and it also can only benefit you in the long term. Okay guys, so traveling with 18 also gives you the experience of like new languages. Obviously, like with 18 you can still learn languages more easily. I see people struggling with languages, like starting from 25, 30. It's tough to learn languages, and we were privileged enough to learn different languages in school. So go abroad and just try to speak them. French, Spanish, Russian, well, Latin obviously doesn't work, but I mean, there's so many different languages that we learn already in school. Italian, and now it's your task to actually make something with that knowledge. Okay, just go out and practice. If you're in a hostel, sometimes you can practice 4 or 5 languages at one night. That's absolutely amazing. You can cook with an Italian, you can like go out with a French guy, you can travel together with a Spanish, and you speak all of them at some point. So I never learned French in school, but because I made friends from France, it worked out really well, and now I speak and I can communicate in French. Maybe not on the best level possible, but it's completely enough for some small talk conversations, some basic stuff. I can survive in French-speaking countries, which is a huge perk that I think everybody should be interested in, right? Languages is one of the best things that you have. I mean, obviously, you know, all the technical stuff that's coming out now. I mean, but there's nothing that can replace a real human connection, speaking a mother tongue of somebody else. You will always get to know those people on a much deeper level. They will be more exciting to talk to you, and a lot of countries are also more welcoming if you talk to them in their mother tongue. So guys, it's definitely a huge motivation. Also, like, I mean, whole South America. I'm in Argentina right now. Not everybody here speaks English. Actually, not even half of the people speak good English. So that's why you should actually have the will as a motivation for learning a language. And with 18, that's easy. It's much easier. You adapt much easier here. So it's a lot of benefits that come out there, and I can only recommend you. Now with 26, like, I've been traveling now, like, for example, a couple of weeks ago, 4 night buses in a row. My body was aching. I was like, oh no, I never had something like that before. It's crazy how fast like life changes. The 20s, obviously, like the best time in your life. That's also another reason why you should travel as early as possible, guys, because you're in your prime time. 20s, the golden 20s, are like meant to be full of experiences, full of changes, full of exciting stuff, full of new people, full of different challenges as well. Like, challenge yourself, guys. Just as simple as that. If you challenge yourself early on, life will be easier afterwards. So if you see a traveler or somebody who traveled for a long time, you could always tell. I could always tell that if somebody traveled for a long time, because it's something just about their personality, about the open-mindedness of people after all of this experience, after being in that situation, and having to socialize all the time and having to make new friends. And like, I mean, it's not like as something negative, not at all. It's completely positive. Of course it can be challenging, of course it can be hard sometimes, of course sometimes you don't feel like socializing, but in those moments you realize that it's actually something completely natural to talk to people about your problems, about your experiences, maybe get some tips along the way while you're traveling. That's why I think like backpacking is one of the best things that you can do. And obviously backpacking can be hard physically, as I mentioned already. So as early as you leave, you won't have any physical problems normally. It makes you fit. It makes you also like explore your physical limits. Guys, your physical limits, your limits also mentally that you set yourself are also only restricted by society and by what we learned in school. So dependent on that, I would always tell you guys to leave as early as you can. leave as early as you can, and I'm telling you this in any way. You can do it like backpacking with 18, you can go volunteering straight away. So many different options. You can live and work away, there's things for free. There are people who travel the world for free with nothing. And I think this is like a really nice skill to have or to learn. I mean, everything is learnable. Everything, you can learn anything in this world, you know, and there's so many YouTube channels out here that teach you exactly that. So guys, don't be hesitant, don't be too scared of new challenges. Your life is gonna be full of challenges. And if you learn early on to deal with those, life is gonna be much easier, much simpler. And on top of that, you get to discover different kind of lifestyle that you can integrate to live your best life in the long term. With 26 right now, I see like a lot of problems, for example, in Germany with the money wise, right? So like, that's why I'm telling you, like the minimalistic lifestyle allows you to be flexible, to move to different places whenever you want. I have a bed, a table, and like maybe a chair, like and a PlayStation. Okay, fair enough. But other than that, I don't own anything, so I can move whenever I want, whenever I need to. And this is like a luxury that I can only recommend you guys, because if you own a lot of things, you can lose a lot of things, and you have to worry about a lot of things. Those materialistic things don't make you happy in the long run. They're comfortable, they're nice, but they don't give you the same thing that traveling does. So I can only tell you guys to definitely go abroad with a backpack. Just pack your things up and leave anywhere. It can also be just a year, and then you go study, and then you live your life completely, fair enough. But I feel like this kind of experiences should be done at some point in your life. And the earlier the better. And this is what the whole video, what I want to express in this video. Just leave as early as you can, make those experiences, learn how to live as minimalistic as possible, and you'll be happier, you'll be freer, your mindset will be better, you have more soft skills. Like I said, soft skills won't be taught in university, neither in school. This is something that you learn for life. So guys, learn something for life and just experience this beautiful world that we live in. And thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope I made some points clear here why you should travel as early as possible, maybe even with 18, 19, 20, but definitely use all of the privileges. I'm gonna make some other videos in the future about university exchange, school exchanges, internships, all of that. I'm gonna be more detailed about that. But just like in general, guys, I wanna let you know and remind you that we are privileged and that you have to go as early as possible. So let me know in the comments, guys, what is your plan? What is your next travel destination? Did you leave your home country or your hometown directly after school? And if yes, how was the experience, guys? Let me know in the comments. I would be really thankful. Leave us a like and a subscription to the channel. It's for free, guys. I would really happy. And we're on the road to 1,000 followers on YouTube, guys. So thank you in advance. Greetings from Mendoza, and cheers to your family.